All right, welcome to the fifth and final live coaching call as part of the EA Masters. Again, I apologize for last week, and I appreciate y'all's understanding and patience. For those of you who are wondering, she's a lot better. We actually had my wife is a lot better with her back. She had an appointment. We had an appointment yesterday, actually, where they did some adjustments, so she feels a lot better. We have a follow-up appointment tomorrow, so she's doing a lot better. And again, thank you all for your prayers. I think it really helped, so I really appreciate it. But anyway, welcome, and just wanted to provide some updates. First of all, with regards to the course, with regards to everything that's been going on. No down dates, just updates. Haha. I have horrible jokes, by the way. Module 6, 7, and 8 are actually being re-recorded. When I initially recorded these modules, they were decent, but when I looked at them, I felt like they were rushed. I felt like I could have included a lot more information. I felt like I was focusing on things that didn't need that much attention, and I wasn't focusing on those things that did need attention. So they're being re-recorded, very close to being done now, but that's caused some delay, and I'm really working hard to get that content up. As you'll see actually later in this coaching call, one thing that I'll be doing to make this process as quick as possible. But again, I apologize for that, and hoping to get those things up ASAP. Some of the content is already up, so you'll see module 6 and 7 and whatnot. There are videos up. And some of y'all had questions with regards to, I think, 6.3 with the email follow-up sequence. So the text for those, the template is up and whatnot. I know a couple of you had that question, so you guys can download that immediately. Secondly, bonus content was added. So Millionaire Mindset, one of my affiliate partners or co-marketers for the course, his name is Omar Taha. He's had some excellent experience with regards to online business and apps and entrepreneurship in general. Mashallah. So we had an agreement that he would provide some bonus content for you guys. So he basically put together about an hour-long series called Millionaire Mindset, and how we know how important mindset is to entrepreneurship, to being successful, not only in business but I mean in anything, honestly, even in life in general. Mindset is extremely important, and he actually gives a lot of good tips. So there's 3 videos. They're about 20 minutes or so each, and I encourage you guys to watch that when you guys get a chance. And finally, there were a couple of questions that came in recently. So what I'm starting to do now is basically anytime a question comes up that I think, whether it's in the Facebook group or whether it's via email, anytime I think that it can be valuable, which is, a lot of times where it can be valuable that it hasn't been addressed before, I'll actually, try to add it to the website, try to add it to the members area as soon as possible. So for example, there were 2 questions. One was shipping samples together. A lot of people had issues, with regards to shipping samples separately, and there was, high cost in terms of shipping because you're, shipping one sample at a time. And so many of you had concerns. Well, is there a way we can, make that process better and cheaper? So yes, that was a great question. I actually, for myself, even that was very, very beneficial. Now, whenever I order samples, I'm just going to go ahead and do them together. So 3.6.1 kind of covers that and gives some different options and how you can do that, on how you can ship samples together and save a lot on the shipping. And then there's 3.6.2. This was one specific person who basically was, DHL had charged or was saying that you need to pay, taxes or VAT or duty on the samples that were being shipped via DHL. Um, the I wasn't really able to find a solution. It was more of just an answer that I got from someone who's a customs broker, and unfortunately, they said that they can pretty much charge. There's kind of an assumption, or almost like a rumor actually, that anything under $2,500 value won't be taxed or won't be you won't be paying anything extra for duties, for example. But with his experience, he's actually a customs broker. He said that there's a possibility every time, no matter what the value of the product or the goods is, even if it's just one small sample, they may potentially be able to charge you, which is unfortunate. I've never dealt with it myself. It may be different living in the U.S. versus living in the U.K. or any other country. But I'm sorry that might not have been the answer that the person was looking for. But the point is that that's up there just in case anyone comes across that issue in the future as well. Some more updates coming soon. At the end of each module, there will be module checklists, as was requested previously. So that's being worked on. Secondly, module resources page. So essentially, what this means is that every single lesson, almost every lesson, has an attached PDF, which has the slides in PDF format that you can download. Essentially, there's going to be one page at the end of each module that will have all of those PDFs on that page, so that you can kind of see, all the resources. And if you just want to download them, you don't have to go into, all these different pages and open them and download them. You can just do it all at once from this one resources page at the end of each module. Next is a surprise bonus. So this is very similar to what I did a few weeks ago with Sheikh Yasser Birjas's bonus, where like I've mentioned previously, I did a live course here in Dallas, Texas, and I had two guest speakers essentially. One was Sheikh Yasser Birjas and one was Arun Saraswat, who's the former vice president of Bayina. And he's actually my personal mentor as well. He's actually the one who got me into this business, and he and his sister are basically doing about 100K a month in revenue with this Amazon business. So he's very, very experienced in this business and entrepreneurship in general. I mean, he's a lot of corporate and just professional experience in general as well. So it was great having him at that event, and he basically talked about focus, going into a little bit of mindset, but he's actually giving practical steps, on how you can build your tendency or that ability or competency to focus. Because there's a lot of statistics and studies out there that show that in an 8-hour day, for example, for someone who has a full-time job, the amount of work they do that's really focused, active, attentive work is maybe like 4 hours. It's like half the day, or less even in some cases. And of course, it's even tougher to do that if you're an entrepreneur, right? If you don't have a boss that's, kind of keeping an eye on you, or a manager, you're on your own, and you really have to learn how to discipline your time and how to stay focused and not get distracted throughout the day. And every one of us deals with that struggle, and he really provides some practical tips on how you can build that tendency or competency to focus. So that's going to go up very soon as well in the EA members area. You can check it out hopefully in the next couple of days. And the final update, and I'm really, really excited about this, and I'm announcing this right now because this is the last official fifth live coaching call. We're going to have future live webinar sessions based on what you guys want, and if there's like a big topic or something that comes up that I think needs clarification, then we might do just a live session. I think that's the easiest way. But I'm announcing this right now again because it's the fifth official one. So the complete upgrade of the course platform. So the current platform that we're using, as you know,